Hey, over the last 20 years, we've really positioned ourselves here at ALX Rods to be your pro shop on the water, your experts as to the right rods for the right time of year that you're using for your bass tournament. So you have the confidence to go out there and know that you have the right equipment and you're ready to go. That said, July is a big month. A lot of people kind of take off. It gets really quiet in July. We've got ICAST going on, lots of new product rollouts, parts of the industry actually take a break from tournament trails and different things. So July is a little bit of a reset month. It's getting really hot. A lot of people are on vacation. So you don't see quite as much fishing activity in July. However, there are two red hot techniques that we see in July that we've seen over the last 20 years that really just stand out, and we want to share that with you today. Hey guys, two of the top techniques that we see used here at ALX Rods, there's two top techniques. The first technique that we see used in July most often is early morning topwater. There's a huge bite window right at daybreak, right before daybreak, on into about maybe 8:30. But this is not just top water. It's all kinds of top waters. We see buzz baits, we see poppers, we see prop baits, we see a lot of different types of top waters used. And you know, the thing is with that's a wide variety. You've got everything from small poppers all the way up to big buzz toads. So what do you use? So for your lighter poppers, your things like your poppers, I would personally, poppers, gunfish, those type of smaller baits. I personally like the Zolo Twitch. That's what it was designed for. Has a nice short handle, easy to work with, easy to work those baits when you're trying to pop that jerkin type action that you use. When you're stepping up to something more like a prop bait, that's more of a rip action, more of a ripping technique. So one of the things that I tend to always use for my prop baits, something good like a good old fashioned Smithwick. Devil horse with or any other kind of prop related bait. I like that a lot with something like a Oxum Agent, an Oxum. I'll even use an Oxum Trance if I'm using an old school balsa one. Old school bait from the past is old Bangalore. I like a Trance with a Bangalore. Caught a lot of really good big fish fishing a Bangalore early in the morning. So that's kind of an old school one for you. But then when you step up into something bigger, even a little bit heavier bait, something more like a Rico, something more like a bigger Sammy, something like that. Looking at something like a Rosa, you're kind of stepping up into that more medium powered rod. You need a little bit more power in it. You got a little bit better hook or a bigger hook. You got a little bit heavier bait. After that, next topwater setup that you're typically seeing is your buzz toads, your buzz frogs. That's going to fall into your Icos Promise 7, your Icos Promise 73. It's an open water technique, so you're ripping the bank, looking for those fish that are cruising for shad or bait fish up shallow. So Icos Promise 73, Zolo Toad Face, those rods are really great for that buzz type or even a buzz bait type of bite. So that's our first technique in July. Second technique we see in July a lot is punching. We see a lot of just old school punching mats. Those fish are hanging out up underneath grass. They're hanging out around structure. They're hanging on shade lines. They're hanging in a lot of different places like that. Big baits, heavy baits. You're going to take, you've got punch skirts with ounce weights. Zolo Powerbolt, Icos Thunder. Hands down, no questions asked. Those are the rods to go to. The Enox Shock is also a good option if you're staying under an ounce and a half. So that's another good option as well for punching that stuff. All of those rods are going to have a little bit slower actions to them. They're all going to be able to load up well when you pull out that fish with a lot of grass. So just really good options for that. So the top baits that we see for July, top waters, whether it be poppers, prop baits, buzz bait type baits, or punching grass, and punching grass and punching and flipping around different heavy type cover with lots of shade for the fish. So get out there in July. Don't forget your ice. You want to make sure you take care of those fish, and good luck, and we'll see you in August.